Hey everybody, just checking in, saying hello. Here we are halfway through week 5, and you guys are killing it. Great work. I'm so pleased with everything that you've accomplished and have been able to do thus far in the course. I received your journals on Germinal and have started reading them, but haven't finished grading them yet. Hope to do so by the end of today or tomorrow. Your next journal on the metamorphosis is due at the end of this week by midnight on Saturday. So good luck with that. Just a couple of things I wanted to comment on with regards to your comments on Germinal. Many of you brought up the violence in this novel, and I'm really pleased that you did so because it is a very violent novel. The revolt of the workers is intense. And I thought it was really interesting. Some of you compared unions today with the creation of one of the first unions in history from this novel, and commented on the lack of violence that we have today in our unions. And I think that's a very fitting comparison because you're right. There isn't that violence today, at least in our country, when it comes to workers' rights. It's a much more codified system for figuring out how to negotiate conflict and how to ensure workers' rights. But I think that one of the things that we might be missing is a bit of the historical context for like the violence of revolution, right? So if you think about, uh, the French Revolution of 1789, it was a bloody, terrible revolution, which then, of course, resulted in the terror with guillotining of French aristocrats. So this notion of violence leading to change was not new here at the end of the 19th century in the formation of unions. It was the only way people had seen and understood thus far for enacting change. If you want change, then be prepared for a violent insurrection. Was sort of the way things worked. So it makes sense in the historical context that the revolution that we see in Germinal was brought about in a very violent way because revolutions are, in their very essence, violent. So great work on finding that theme and honing in on it, and well done. The other comment that I wanted to share with all of you is that several of you in your discussions commented on a connection between Catherine in Germinal and Emma in Madame Bovary. And I love, love, love that comparison. I thought that was really astute. You're absolutely right. Here are two women of the 19th century who had very few choices with regards to their freedom, their ability to change their destinies. Yes, of course, you're right that Catherine's situation is much more grave in the sense that her daily existence is one of fighting for survival. It's a daily life and death battle, which of course Emma does not have. But still, I think it was a very astute and spot on observation to see that there is a connection between those two characters from these two different novels. And speaking of which, it's something that I would encourage you to flesh out in future journals. If you see a comparison between two works and you think it's interesting, important, then by all means, go for it. Jump right in and use that as one of your future journal topics, okay? Let's see. What else? The Metamorphosis. If you haven't already finished it, enjoy. This is a really fun and crazy story that you're going to scratch your head a little bit and go, wait, what? Did this really just happen? So I can't wait to read your discussions on this short but really rich story. So, okay, that's it for me for now. Holler if you need me, and we will talk soon. Okay, bye. Keep up the great work.